Hello there everyone, my name is Brother Birch. In this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about what this full stack project would look like. So we've spent the first 4 lessons of this course working on our contacts project, and in this lesson you're going to go ahead and finish those up. You'll have the documentation available at this API docs route, and all of your API routes should be working great, right? Now with this project, we all did the exact same thing. And so I should be able to access /contacts and it'll show me all your contacts, or /contacts /an ID and it'll show me a single contact, right? And so right here, I decided to build a React project just to show you guys what that full stack would look like and how your API project kind of fits into that full stack. So if you think about what the full stack is, we just have the front end, the back end, and the database, more or less, right? You will hear very frequently in industry the term MERN stack or mean stack. The MERN stack is short for MongoDB, Express, React, and Node. So you've been doing 3 of those with Mongo, Express, and Node. And this one right here will go ahead and complete that. And so if I click here, we have this React portion of this. Now I just threw this together in the last couple hours. And if you look at this, you can actually put in any URL right here, and then I'll go ahead and use whatever URL you put in for all of my requests. And so if I actually looked at the code for this and I pull up, say, let's see, I'm actually not gonna, I'll pull it up real fast. So let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. And so if I look at like one of these requests here, I have the API that you put in, and then I say /contacts/ and then an ID, right? And then I'll just say fetch, and we have a put there to go ahead and modify that contact in this case, right? And so we're doing pretty much the exact same thing as your REST client did, and the Swagger documentation is doing when you hit try it or execute or whatever. The only difference is now we have a nice front end to go along with this. And so I'll just hit this button. It'll do my request to get all. I can click on any one of these and it'll show me the data for that one. I can hit delete and you can see Ava's gone. I can hit refresh and hit go again and she's still gone. I can click on one of these and I can say, oh, she actually doesn't like neon carrot. She likes neon, we'll say neon blue. And let's say she got married and her new name is Sophia Anderson. Okay, and so I could just hit save and you can see Sophia Anderson was successfully changed and she has that neon blue right there. I can also hit delete, which we did. I can also say create new, and I could just say like William Jacobson, jwilliam@gmail.com, and he likes yellow, and he was born on that day. I'll hit save, and if I scroll to the bottom here, William Jacobson shows up. I can click on him and see him, and all this is just coming straight from my Mongo database, right? And so we're up to 202. I can search in here if I search by like first name for like William, and I hit find. You can see we already had this William Sullivan, and now we also have this William Jacobson. I'm going to go ahead and delete him. Come back over here, and I'll just hit find again, or hit refresh. Oh, interesting. He didn't get deleted. Huh. Weird. Looks like that one worked. Let's hit refresh. Huh. I'll have to check to see why that didn't work. It's probably because when he was added, I didn't save his ID into this list. And so when I tried to delete him, it didn't have a successful ID to be able to do that. Anyways, so you get an idea for what this application's doing, right? Nice and simple. If I was storing an image in the database, it'd be really easy to just plop an image right below this or something and show that here as well. Now, I wanted to show you how all of this fits together. So we have this 341 contacts project, and if I look at this, here's just my node project, right? I have my server.js file. The only thing I had to change to get this to work with this front-end application is this right here. That's all I had to change. Okay, this is using cores, and I'm basically saying, hey, I'm going to allow any website to change this. Okay, now the reason why I did that is because if you're running something on localhost or something from, or like we're running it from this URL here, I wanted it to work anywhere, right? But once I publish this and I don't have to worry about localhost anymore, I would just leave it as, I would put this URL into this spot right here, saying, hey, I don't want anyone to modify my API except for this website, right? And then same thing right here. I can say what kind of things I'll allow them to do. In this case, I'm saying, hey, they can have basically complete control over my database. And, you know, pretty much anything. We're choosing content type right here. I could probably take the rest of these out, to be honest, but they're not harming anything as they are right now. Okay, so, but anyways, this is what I put in there just to force it to work with anything, right? And then as I kind of clean up later on, I'll probably want to just leave this as just my website and that's it. And then just say, yeah, I just want content type JSON and that's pretty much it, okay? The only other thing that I did that's different from this video right here is if you look at my controllers, I added these try catch blocks to every single one of my requests. And so I have this like get single, I just put try. And if any part of this fails for any reason, I can gracefully handle that without making Heroku crash, right? And the only reason why I put this in is because Heroku did crash earlier. While I was making the front end, my fetch request was trying to delete a contact without a contact ID, and it made my backend crash. And so I tried to like go to this URL, right? And it just showed the Heroku logs tail error, like it couldn't, like my website crashed. Okay, and so I just added these try catch blocks to every single one of these. They're the exact same thing, and just for each route, I'll just say, yep, let's go ahead and try it. If anything fails, let's catch it, and we'll just return a 500, okay, with that error. And we haven't learned about try catch yet, but this was a very simple way to handle these errors without letting my application break. As we learn more about these over the next few lessons, you'll learn that there's more that we want to do to catch errors and handle them gracefully. For instance, we want to notify the user of things and stuff like that. I didn't do any of that here. I just didn't want my app to break, okay? Because we're kind of using this as a test, okay? So here's my Heroku project. Here's my GitHub repository that is linking to that. Then I have this other repository. I just called it CSE 341 Contacts Frontend, and this is my React project. And so you can see I just started up a React project yesterday. I haven't even really cleaned it up that much. But anyways, and all of this, if I look, you know, like in my components or anything, we have different functions to say, oh yeah, let's create a contact. And I have my URL with whatever the API is provided /contacts. And then I'll fetch that with a post, sending JSON with a new contact that I want to send over. If it works, I'll show a nice little message, and then I'll change some stuff on the web page. But same thing with all this, right? I have the route to get all of my contacts. I'll request it. I'll convert it into usable JSON. And then I'll do some stuff in this front end page. Okay, so two different repositories here, right? I have my back end, and then I have my front end. My front end I deployed to a website called Netlify. And so if I look here, I can see, hey, it's connected to this GitHub repository. Here's the app that I can click on, and it goes right to where we were, right? And so they're two different applications that just talk to each other, or rather the front end talks to the back end, okay? Just requesting data from the back end, and that's how it works, okay? And so this is an example of the MERN stack that you frequently hear so much about, okay? Now, I just wanted to show you guys this, just so that you guys can see that full stack process. Again, if you want to do this, if you want to put your URL in here, the only thing you're going to have to change in your API project is just that server JS file. You'll just need to add some of this cores stuff, okay? Because if you're not allowing that, then your API will get a request from this URL and be like, we don't trust that URL. Who even made that? Then it's not going to work. So anyways, I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you want to learn more about React, it's like one of my favorite things to work with. It's super fun. It was really easy to just throw this together. It's really fun to work with. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that. Have fun playing with it. As you try to make requests, I did try to show some errors in here to say, hey, if it doesn't work, here are some reasons why it might not work. I need to add that one last one in there. But anyways, yeah, so go ahead and give it a shot. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. But I hope that this was helpful for you. Thanks.